Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy Gally Law. Welcome back to the Gally Law Show, man, with your boy, your host, Gally. Yeah, man, welcome back to a new video. Sorry I couldn't post last week. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let me tell the fans, getting kind of hot in here. Coming back for you guys with a brand new video, and today I want to keep it light, want to keep it real smooth, nothing too crazy. Basically, you know, it's winter season. It is cold, so I kind of want to talk about some winter essentials that you must need for, 2023 going into 2024. Just standard essentials you need in the household while going outside in certain situationships and certain things like that. But before we go ahead and get into the video, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and leaving a like on the video, go ahead and sharing the video, hitting the noti bell, subscribing if you are new. That just gets the algorithms booming. Also, if you guys want to check me out on the gram, on the Twitter, on every social media and all that, everything's gonna be in the description below. Y'all know where to find me. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so for starters, I want to go ahead and put this video into sections. So first off, I'm gonna start off with the tops, then I'm gonna start with the bottoms, then I'm gonna start with footwear, and then I'm gonna get into the accessories. Basically, I just want to go over all the essentials that I think are gonna be big clothing pieces you need for the winter season. And it's a lot of pieces. It ain't the summer, so it's gonna be a lot of layering and stuff like that. It is the winter. It is getting pretty cold. I am from down south, so it isn't as cold as it is on the east or anywhere north. Man, I'm ready for the layering, bro. I'm ready for the winter season. I'm ready to get these pieces going. I don't really like the cold, but I do like the fashion space once it's winter season. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the tops. And the tops, the main focus on the tops is layering. So there's going to be a lot of different tops and sweaters and hoodies that you're going to be able to throw into the mix. So first of all, you can't start off an essentials winter video without hoodies, man. You need hoodies. Hoodies are just essential to life in winter. So hoodies are going to be an essential piece, and that really boils down to two little parts. So for one, you're going to have your regular standard hoodies, the ones that don't got too much graphics on them at all, just got your black, your white, or your gray. Those three are really going to be your basic hoodies, is what I call. And then you're going to have your second part, which is the graphic hoodies, and the hoodies that come in with a little more weight to them, the ones that are a little more boxy, a little more cropped, have a little bit more graphic design to them, distressing to them and whatnot. That's really where I categorize both of my hoodies. One of the hoodies is going to be for the everyday wear, and then the other hoodies is going to be for going out, hey, I want to impress type wear, if you get what I mean. So yeah, not really too much on the hoodies. I mean, you guys really get the point. Hoodies is an essential, but I just really wanted to categorize those two parts on some of the hoodies to keep in mind and what to look for. So that's hoodies. Next, we are going to move on to jackets. I'm saying bombers, I'm saying varsities, I'm saying puffers, and I'm saying Eisenhowers. I feel like those four give you a great variety of options to have in your wardrobe and your clothing, just to spice it up a bit and not keep it basic all the way around. You want to have that good varsity that you could pick out whenever it's really cold. You want to have a good bomber, a good switcheroo between a black or another alternate colorway, with that being orange or olive green, whatever that case may be. And then you also want your puffers, man. You also want a little bit of puffers, just just show off the Monclizzy view in New York and stuff like that, or just puffers in general, like vests and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get into vests in the later part of the video. And then lastly, Eisenhowers. I feel like Eisenhowers are a clean classic look. I'm talking Dickies. Just can't go wrong with a nice Eisenhower, man. So depending on the mood, that's where you go for either the bombers, the varsity, the puffers, and the Eisenhowers. But I put those four in because in jackets, I feel like those are the main ones I gravitate to, and I feel like there are a lot of vast options for each one of those there. So that's really jackets for me. I really just want to go ahead and tackle each one of these as fast as I can, because the list is way too long for me to just stay on individual ones. So moving away from jackets, let's go into coats. Coats is a thing that I just got into, don't get me wrong. I used to like coats, but I just never pictured myself wearing them. Now that I'm going into a more, I don't know, kind of like, I don't even know what to describe my fashion sense now. It's predominantly streetwear. Like I've always been a streetwear lover, but now it's gotten into a little bit more high class, just because I've kind of evolved into that look just by inspiration and I think just sheer evolution of my own fashion sense. I feel like fashion is an endless ball of just change, in my opinion, and just always evolving. So that's how I really describe it. So coats has really been on my radar recently, heavy. Like I've seen them pop out not only on my Instagram ads and in YouTube, but I've just always had them in the back of my head. So now when I see a good coat, I I really want to, you know, pull the trigger on one. And really when I'm talking about coats, I'm talking about, you know, the long kind of detective wear coats that, you know, come in that khaki colorway, sometimes a grayish colorway, but I'm really talking about that khaki colorway with the buttons and whatnot. I really want to find a nice coat. I know a lot of vintage designer coats that are really nice as well, but coats in general, I feel like is a great option to have in the wardrobe. So yeah, next let's go ahead and move on to crew necks and sweatshirts. Obviously that's a staple in the winter season. Crew necks and sweatshirts, they go hand in hand, and basically the same thing. But yeah, just a standard crew neck sweatshirt. I really don't like to keep crew necks and sweatshirts really too basic. Kind of stand out in my opinion, have a nice graphic or have a nice design or have a nice distressing to them or a nice, you know, cut and sew to them. I feel like that's a good shout for a crew neck and sweatshirt to keep an eye out on for the winter season. Next we got vests. So vests, I mean, predominantly two vests that I really got in my head that are just, you know, kind of in a rotation for the winter. One is the puffer vest. Now puffer vests really came into my eye when Kanye kind of came out with that puffer vest. I feel like that's the same puffer vest that I will gravitate to, just because I don't see myself wearing any other puffer vest than that. No puffer vest with a hoodie on, nah, none of that. But normally with vests, I really look for like a crazy colorway, like an orange or a blue, or, you know, like a something that sets them apart from what you're wearing, just to off tone the clothing pieces you normally wear, if that makes sense. So yeah, vests, puffers, and then of course, I don't know, like these Sherpa vests, I feel like never go out of style. Sherpa vests are just a good shout. Something really cozy that will keep you warm, and most of these items are going to keep you warm, but a nice Sherpa vest also looks good to the eye and just looks very calm. By Sherpa vests, you know, you really want to go earth tony, you know, the browns, the olives, the off-whites, you know, stuff around that realm I feel like are definitely a good shout for Sherpa vests. And also I've been seeing a lot of like regular cotton vests, like I don't know how to describe them, but they kind of go over the t-shirt. I've been seeing them a lot in my feed recently. That's the only reason why I put them on there, and honestly I wouldn't mind trying them myself. Definitely a wild one to throw in there, but vests in general, I'll definitely keep it Sherpa for sure, and then, you know, have your puffers if you really want to change it up or whatnot. So yeah, that's vests. Let's go ahead and move on to something that's been really popping out lately, in my opinion. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of these, and it's double layered long sleeve shirts. Basically like a regular shirt, and they construct it with a long sleeve underneath, so it's a double layered long sleeve shirt. And honestly, I've been seeing them a lot. I've been seeing a lot of brands implement them into their upcoming collections, and I'm definitely a fan. I definitely like the colorways and the creative process that each brand has put into them, each one offering a unique style and design of their own. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of them, and I'm looking for more of these double layered long sleeves. I did cop one for I'm Happy I Promise for his Ripperton, which I showcased not too long ago in a pickup video. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye out for more of these, and I feel like that's why I put them into some of the essentials. It's a great shout to put in and another option to have. Let's go ahead and move on to, since we're already on long sleeves, go ahead and throw in long sleeve polos, man. Long sleeve polos has been another one that I've been seeing going crazy on the feed, and I've grown to love these a lot more through the past year, man. These long sleeve polo shirts, I've been seeing a lot of different brands implement them into their collections, and again, just like with the long sleeve shirts, I feel like the way they design these and their graphics in them and their cuts are very unique in my opinion, and it gives you a much more, I would say, a fancier look, you know, for occasions where you got a little dinner night, a nice party, you know, more formal event. So yeah, that's long sleeve polos, and that's why it's another essential to have. Okay, and finally, to sum up the tops portion of the video, I want to talk about long sleeve shirts slash thermal. So by long sleeve shirts, the only reason I put them on there is because I really don't use them that often. Like I really don't have too many long sleeve shirts in my rotation. Really nowadays, the reason I said slash thermal is because long sleeve shirts, I really like to put them under a regular shirt just to give it a different look and a different style and aesthetic, in my opinion, you know, just if that makes sense. So you're gonna use them as layering. It's a nice essential piece to have in the winter season, and that's really all I got for the tops. Now let's go ahead and go with the bottoms. And for the bottoms, for the most part, if it's not a formal event or a fancier event, my whole idea behind the lowers bottoms is comfortability, and comfortability in everything. Because if you're not comfortable in what you're wearing, you're just not gonna feel at ease with what you're wearing. It's just plain and simple. Starting off with sweatpants and track pants, huge essential, man. You wear that 24/7 times out of the whole winter season, just because it's gonna be cold in your room, it's gonna be cold in your crib, it's gonna be cold when you go out to the corner store, to the mall, or, you know, small things like that. You know, sweatpants and track pants are things that you can use on the go everywhere you go. And on top of that, sweatpants and track pants come in a variety of different colorways, a variety of different designs. Yeah, sweatpants and track pants I put on first on the list just because I feel like they're the #1 priority in the winter season. Moving on from sweatpants and track pants, let's go ahead and talk about denim. Preferably for me, wide denim. Just because that's where I feel more comfortable in. Yeah, denim, preferably wide. A lot of different options. You could go from raw denim. Obviously, you got the big dogs like Balenciaga and Acne Studio ones, and you could also get like the Pull & Bear ones that I showcased once. And there's also, I know Diesel has some nice denim as well. And 9 out of 10 times it's gonna pair up with almost everything you got in your wardrobe. So yeah, next let's go ahead and move on to trousers. And then trousers, what do I mean by trousers? I don't know. Let's go ahead and skip that and let's do parachute pants. So by parachute pants, y'all already know the drill, man. Parachute pants has been on the rise for 2 years now, I really want to say. I remember last year I made a video kind of like this, and I talked about parachute pants and how much I love them. I love them. I'm actually gonna double down on another parachute pants from Jada London just because those are so nice. Some black ones. I got some some white ones right now, but I need to get those black ones just because, you know, I can really match black with anything, and they don't look too. They tend to get really wrinkly just because they are so wide. Yeah, definitely parachute pants. Great essential. Kind of goes hand in hand with sweatpants and track pants, to be honest, just on the accessibility of them. And let's go ahead and move on to the footwear, man. So for the footwear, my main focus on this is insulation. Obviously, with that, you got your boots, man. I feel like boots, even if you're not a boot guy, I feel like getting one set of boots is a great addition to your wardrobe just because it offers not only something different, but actually offers a great aesthetic, in my opinion. There's a lot of different boots that you can get into nowadays, from the hiking to the chunky Chelsea boots, loafers and whatnot, chunky loafers. So you got a different options to go with, and the more you get into the movement of boots, I guess, more options that are presented to you, and the more options that, you know, you start to like and whatnot. Even, you know, obviously with the meta that's going on right now, I like to call them Timberlands. So yeah, boots are an essential for me, and they do offer that insulation, and most of the time they do offer a nice comfortable fit on your foot as well. Next, you got your hiking shoes. By hiking shoes, I mean like your Solomons. Those are just a nice spunk of color, nice splurge of color to have in the wardrobe. Just something really different. That's the only reason why I put them there, and also because I've been meaning to get some myself. I just haven't gotten around to do it yet, but hiking shoes are a great shout to have in the rotation. Not a priority in my opinion, but the only reason I put them there is because I really want one. So yeah, that's why I put them as an essential. But yeah, next we got cool dad shoes. What I mean by cool dad shoes, I mean like your Asics, your New Balance. I don't even say like your Adidas Sambas, to be honest. Dad shoe Nikes, you know, things like that, you know, just because they provide a nice comfortable look. Asics have been on a run ever since I don't know when, man, and they just keep on dropping good stuff. New Balance as well. So gotta put cool dad shoes on the essentials. Lastly, I gotta go for clogs, man. I feel like clogs is a staple in the winter. Like, they just don't get old, bro. They're a nice one to keep around the house, and a nice pair of footwear just to go outside and do small pickups or small chores, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, clogs always gonna be there. They're comfortable. They provide a little bit of insulation as long as you got some socks on there. Yeah, that really concludes my footwear. Now let's go ahead and move on to the accessories. So for the accessories, man, the accessories, I really like to look at them as a plus. Obviously they're a plus, but I like to look at accessories as a plus to give your outfit the finishing touch, in my opinion. So crossbody bags in general, in my opinion, have always been an essential for me, not only in the winter, but just all around the year. You know, I've been seeing a lot of these quilted bags just rising in popularity. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about them. I did talk about them in my last video, but yeah, those quilted bags are a nice example. They offer the oversized and the mini ones. If you're in school and you have to carry books or a laptop, I feel like you could just throw that in there. If you want to go take pictures, you could hold a lot of tools and camera equipment as well. Yeah, can't really talk too much about them bags. I'm a bad guy. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next item. The next item is going to be beanies, man. Can't go wrong with a nice beanie. Obviously, they've been on a rise for the past 2 years as well, especially the ones with crazier designs. You know, they're popular when Amazon got them on deck, you know? So beanies have a lot of different options, a lot of different colorways that you can use so you can match up with your outfits and provide the nice finishing touch on your outfits, like I said. So nice styling option. We're going to move on to the next piece, and the next piece is hats. You know, fitteds or, you know, cool dad hats. Same category, man. Hats, you know, obviously you gotta put your fitteds. You got a bad hair day, wrong fitteds. Just as the same as beanies, but I feel like fitteds, you have so many options. I'm just a big fitted hat in general. I know fitteds aren't for everybody. You can't go for the snapback as well, but I feel like fitteds just provide a much more clean look, in my opinion. So obviously the cool dad hats, seen a lot of different creators and brands implement them to the collection. The ones with the crazy graphics and the crazy distressing and the crazy colorways with like the branding in the top brim, stuff like that. I've been over them a lot of times in this channel, but yeah, cool dad hats and fitteds are a great essential and a great rotation piece to have in the winter as far as accessories for the top. Lastly, to finish off this whole video, I want to talk about belts. Yeah, man, having a good belt is essential, especially, you know, you're learning a lot of different pieces, and my aesthetic is baggy, so I'm gonna need a lot of belts to secure my waist and make sure I'm not sagging too much. So yeah, I'm not a really fan of sag in general. So, and also I order a lot of stuff online, so most of the time I'm not trying on these pieces in person. So 7 times out of 10, most of the pieces I got are a little bit more oversized than what they actually appear to be. So belt is an essential piece to me. Been over this in the summer. A lot of these crazy looking belts have been on the rise lately, in my opinion. Just the ones with crazy belt buckles and designs and whatnot. They've always been pretty popular, but I feel like now they're really just reached a whole new high. So yeah, that's belts for me. Gotta have them in the rotation, especially when you want to go into a nice formal event. Having a belt is a great look, and I think a must need in those situations when you gotta have your shirt tucked in and whatnot, fancier events in general. So yeah, that really concludes all my essentials for the winter season. Really just layering, comfortability, and last touch accessories are like the main key points that I try to drive in this winter season. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Something like I said, I did have a lot to do. Normally I ramble on some of these things, but I didn't want to do that just because I had so much to talk about. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video though. I'm back at you guys with another video next week. I'm gonna do a styling video and whatnot, and yeah, go ahead and see you guys next week. Peace.